99% of everything you do online, every email, every video call, every website, travels through a cable lying on the bottom of the ocean. Not a satellite. Not a wireless signal. A physical cable, about as thick as a garden hose, stretched across the seafloor between continents. The internet isn't in the cloud. It's underwater. Right now there are over 600 of these cables crisscrossing the ocean floor, spanning more than 1.5 million kilometers combined, enough to wrap around Earth nearly 40 times. Inside each one is a bundle of glass fibers thinner than a human hair, wrapped in steel, copper, and waterproof coating. Data travels through them as pulses of light, at close to the speed of light itself. So when you send a message from New York to London, it doesn't bounce off a satellite in space. It races through a glass cable lying on the seabed, thousands of meters below the surface. This is why a video call to another continent has barely any delay. Satellites orbit roughly 22,000 miles above Earth. That round trip alone adds a noticeable lag. Undersea cables take a far more direct path, hugging the planet's surface instead of bouncing signals into space and back. Laying these cables is its own enormous undertaking. Specialized ships slowly unspool the cable as they cross the ocean, sometimes burying it in the seabed near the coast, and simply letting it rest on the ocean floor in deeper water. And once it's down there, it has to survive for decades, ship anchors dragging across it, fishing trawlers, underwater landslides, and even, on rare occasions, sharks. Early fiber cables in the 1980s emitted a faint electrical hum that occasionally attracted shark bites, so engineers now wrap them in shark-resistant casing. Despite all of that, this fragile-sounding network carries almost the entirety of global communication. Every Zoom call, every bank transfer, every cloud file you've ever saved, it most likely passed through one of these cables, at some point, on the ocean floor. Here's something that shows exactly how fragile this invisible system really is. In 2024, several undersea cables in the Red Sea were cut, and it disrupted an estimated 25% of all internet traffic between Europe and Asia. Within minutes, people across India, Pakistan, and the Gulf states saw their internet slow to a crawl. Around 200 of these cables get damaged every single year, mostly by ship anchors and fishing equipment. Most of the time you never even notice, because traffic automatically reroutes through other cables. But in early 2025, multiple cables were deliberately severed in the Baltic Sea, and investigators suspect it wasn't an accident. The internet you use every day depends on a small number of glass cables lying on the ocean floor, and most people have no idea they even exist. And here's the part that really puts this in perspective. Big tech companies know exactly how much they depend on this invisible infrastructure, which is why they're now building their own. Meta is laying a cable called Project Waterworth, 50,000 kilometers long, connecting 5 continents, at a cost of $10 billion. Companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are doing the same. Not because they want to compete with internet providers, but because their AI data centers need to move enormous amounts of information between continents, instantly, and there's no other way to do it. The most advanced technology on Earth, artificial intelligence, depends entirely on glass cables lying in the dark, at the bottom of the ocean. So next time your video call lags or a website loads slowly, it's not always your Wi-Fi. Somewhere, on the ocean floor, a fishing boat may have dragged its anchor across a cable thinner than your wrist, one of only a few hundred in the entire world carrying almost all of human communication. No satellites. No wireless magic. Just glass, light, and an ocean floor most of us will never see. That's the internet. That's it for today. If this changed how you picture the internet, subscribe, because we explain something new every single week. Drop a comment. Did you know the internet ran through cables on the ocean floor? We want to know. Now you know.